you love to garden or just looking to spruce up your yard as we head into the dreaded end of summer with that gardening there, there's a series of events coming up at Dell Botanical Gardens where you can ask all of those gardening questions and learn a little bit more about plants and flowers. We're joined by Amanda Barger. She's from Dell with kind of a little bit more on this selection. I'm glad I wore my gardening top so I can fit in with the whole scene here. Right, this is like your best of the best, right?
Right, so the workshop series we're offering just in the next coming days is our best of the collection series. So we have our top of our horticultural staff, Sadie, going through our annuals, which is what we have going on here. Her class is tomorrow, so if you want to get your tickets, you need to sign up today. So she'll be going through our annual displays of what we've learned over the years of what is best and what may have just gone to the compost pile.
Yeah. The things you need to toss out. I love how, like, what you're covering in these 3 different workshops throughout the month of August, because I do feel like August is that time of month where our gardens do tend to get a little droopy. We want a little inspiration, and you guys are there to guide them through what annuals, perennials, and then
we have shrubs.
Shrubs. All right.
Absolutely, yeah. So especially, you know, this goes really into the education part of our mission, which is to spark a passion for gardening and plants through accessible science and natural beauty. And that includes that education, that research aspect where we're taking all that data from over the years, year after year, of which ones have done best in this type of climate in Kentucky.
Love that, because if it doesn't work for you guys, it's definitely not going to work for me.
Absolutely.
You all are the pros here. Talk about the variety of annuals that you brought here. What are these?
Right, so we have 3 different variations of coleus, along with the solar power sweet potato vine, and just seeing how they kind of all go together. And you can actually see these right now in our garden displays nearby the castle, in the event lawn. So those are the 3 that we have out here, along with the fountain grass in the back. And one thing we really try to show too with gardening and landscaping is that this is all foliage. So flowers are always pretty, but foliage you can rely on. Yeah. So that's the thing to consider too of these colors.
I feel like I should be taking notes. Right, that's very good right there. And I love the colors because it is foliage. It's going to last until what? This could probably take you into what, October? Yeah. Maybe with the weather?
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, you know, we all know how Mother Nature goes of what she decides.
Here, yeah.
But yes, these should last you through the season, and also even just watching them grow too, because you know we were talking this morning that these all start just as little cuttings that we got, and we rooted them in our glass house, and now that they're just absolutely gorgeous.
They're gorgeous, and I think that's something that if people have never been out there, when you go to Dell, one of the most fascinating things is seeing everything there in the greenhouses, the glass houses. Start small, right? And to see that, it is just a fascinating process if you haven't been out there. I always wonder too, like how you're grouping them, right? You have an example of like how these should maybe be grouped together, and you'll be answering those questions in the workshops too, right? How to group.
Absolutely. So we'll be going through of just what has worked best in our area, give you examples of how well they can work in the yard area. Again, we're going to be clumping these into 3. We have our annuals at the beginning, then we have our perennials in the middle, and then Paul wraps it up with shrubs towards the end. And if you're able to register for all 3 and attend all 3, you'll actually get a free plant from Dell to take home with you.
And you know that's going to be a high quality plant as well, right? Beyond these events that are happening here in August, the series, what other events do you have coming up that you want to let people know about?
Right, so a little further deep into August, we have BioBlitz on August 20th, and we're working together with offering families to come out into our pollinator meadow and see kind of more of the natural grasses, natural flowers, what are attracting some of our best buddies out there. Then of course too, later in September we have our annual Twilight fundraiser, and then we'll be gearing up for Dell and Yuletide before we know it.
I was going to say, be here before you know it. And for the events that we have up on the screen right now, these are free to register and attend, or do you need to pay a fee, reserve a spot? What are the details?
Yeah, so you do need to buy a ticket for these 3. Yeah. So we do have classes that you will have to buy tickets for these. Members do get a discount on those types of tickets, but some of the others on Saturdays, like some of our plant walks, you do get in with your when you admit
the membership. The membership is such a deal. It is such a deal because you get into a lot of these events, and it's always great having you all here. What a great resource you all are. Absolutely. So for more information about the Best of Collection series or to learn more about the Botanical Gardens, just head on over to udellgardens.org.